binding its service. When you slay a human, you can cause a spirit to rise from its corpse as a specter. It has its own initiative.
Buenos noches.
And it only dispels after a long rest. And the ability resets after a long rest.
That's true. I think it doesn't have to be human. It's humanoid.
It's humanoid, yes.
Yes. I have yet to find. It's just because of my other campaign where
Is he Roboto for you guys?
Yeah.
He'll catch up eventually. I'll be like, oh shoot, really? And he'll go off and on. Yeah.
Fight humanoid.
There's a lot to say.
Shoot, really? Humanoids. Yeah.
Testing. Cool.
Tell that hamster to go faster.
And that.
Also, Derek, the comments from last session were freaking hilarious. I was dying reading them. Yeah.
What were the comments? Oh, okay. One moment. Oh.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh.
That was great.
Oh my god, somebody get me an Oakenshield dwarf who is doing that accent. It's, I can't pinpoint. The Gully Voice, Leah? I think it is, LOL. Ah, if the forest laughs, kill it. What the fuck does that mean? What the fuck does that mean? Okay, yeah, Fiku. I have, apparently, she has some critiques. She's got a tip. She's got tips and tricks. If you're gonna be playing a woman, my friend, gotta clear your throat a bit. Kinda sound like an orc woman from Skyrim.
I'm actually drinking water.
That's a great idea. Now, hang on. What's some other good gems?
I mean, also, bear in mind, it's the middle of the night for me, so I don't want to be, getting too into it.
Voice actor not being loud.
I have no idea where Ava is, but we'll go ahead and start. They haven't said anything otherwise. And a little change from the normal. We'll just go ahead and say, Arvio, what are you doing as you hover outside, looking around?
Don't fucking put the... Can we please do the intro? I need to get in.
Okay.
Sorry. Thank you.
You want to retell the intro? You rather somebody else do it?
Please, somebody else do it. I need to get in character. Please.
I'll do it.
Thank you.
So last time for me, Grim and Arvio teleported to a tower and decided to walk off. Too much, sorry. So basically what happened last time is after the fight, after the long rest, you guys decided to travel. It took you a while to figure out where you wanted to go. Ilya said that there's a town that's by the Emperor Sea, right? Called Cilia. It's a human settlement that's mainly for like fishing, trapping, that type of stuff, like a hunter settlement. So it took 9 days for us to get over there. There was a fight on the first night. And that's really all I really remember from there. But you guys travel for a bit. Some RP happened. I don't know. You got into a town. Grim paid for rooms and drinks for everybody and food. Then during that night, staying at the end, something happened to Arvio's family where he heard a scream and then heard some child call out daddy. Arvio woke up. It was still pitch black. It took him a while to figure out how to get out of this darkness because he kept bumping his head in the walls and whatnot. He was trying to fly out the window. So he flew out the window, sent a message to Dymac. Muffle sounds, and then the last thing he heard was help. He took a perception check, and that's where we left off. Did I miss anything? 'Cause
You
I was
did
not here.
miss that we had a dragon visitor while in cave.
Oh yeah, there was a golden dragon.
Yeah.
I guess along the way. I'm going off the top of my head. Besides reading back what Celtic told me.
We also had a couple of.
Oh, and there was a
Fenrir-
hunter, I guess, that you guys met in the woods. That
Yeah, in
show
abandoned
you the way.
house.
Couple of alcoholics at the just me and Leah just drinking.
Yeah, you guys were drinking alcohol. Somebody got super drunk, I think.
I wonder who it was.
Who knows?
Must have been some orc woman.
Fuck! Can we put that on a t-shirt? Just have Leah
Well,
just
are we-
doing
are-
finger
Must have
gun.
been an orc woman.
Just with the t-shirt saying like some orc woman.
So anybody have anything else to add to that? I mean, this is your retelling. We all good? You ready, Arvio?
I'm ready as I'm gonna be.
All right. So you are hovering outside of this tavern, looking around in the darkness. You do not see anything. What do you wish to do?
I don't know what I need to roll to scream "God damn it" at the top of my lungs.
That's a free
I don't know
action.
what I need to roll for volume. That's a free action? Fantastic. Before diving back into my window, just doing a very quick dispel magic. As I'm like stomping through the fucking room.
What are you dispelling the magic on?
The darkness?
Oh, as you head back, the darkness is gone.
Oh, then fucking forget that.
You do see the opposite bed, and your mama's just kind of sitting there looking at you.
They took our fucking son. I'm going to go get him now. And stop. Thump, 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 thump.
It's okay. She said that he'd be fine.
Slotin, fucking excuse me, what?
And she said that he'd be fine.
Who did?
She kind of looks troubled a second, and then the old lady.
Thank you, Amima. You've been incredibly helpful. Also, one moment. Does she look? Can I just get a closer look at her? Does she look dazed or out of it at all?
Give me an insight check.
Fantastic. One moment.
As you take a deeper look and you're kind of checking her over, she does seem different from what you're used to.
She looks slightly different from what I'm used to. Okay.
Without however roll, you think that there's something affecting her.
Okay. Redo that dispel magic, not on the area around me, but on her. Just kind of get up right next to her, just like wave my hand, let's dispel magic to dispel whatever she's got going on.
Okay, as you do that, she kind of like shudders a second. She looks around. She's like, "What just happened?"
You just got charmed by probably a hag.
Is that who the old lady was? I heard the door creak open, and I can't really remember much from there.
Yes, and she currently has our son. So I'm going to go gather up everybody else and go pay them a visit.
All right.
Okay.
And she gets up and she like starts grabbing stuff. You're Roboto again.
Fantastic. By the way, I should say that he's being very calm right now, but there's a fucking rage that he's not directing at her, but it's there. As he meet you in the lobby, and I go over and I just start knocking on doors.
Did it just catch up to him that time? Or
Right.
All right. So we heard that you're holding in your rage and you're gonna go start knocking on doors. We did not hear anything before that.
Okay, where did I cut off before there?
When you
or what
started.
he just said.
Yeah. I said
Okay,
she
so-
was grabbing her stuff and getting ready, and then you went robotic after that.
I was basically like, fantastic, meet you in the lobby. And so, definitely fucking pissed off to high hell, but just kind of keeping it inside, saving that for later. He's just going to go door to door, waking everybody else up, seeing who's going to be willing to go out in the middle of the night to kick some fucking hag's ass.
What do you mean an old woman?
Okay. Well, Grim and Awen, you definitely awaken to hearing a very loud yell, and then as you two are kind of laying there listening for a moment, you can hear some talking going on, and then all of a sudden there's banging on your door.
I'll go open it.
All right, you see Arvio standing there.
Hi, dumb bitch hag stole my son. Gonna go kill her. You in?
What? What old person? Hag thing.
Old witch stole son, charmed Omima, took son out the window. Currently has son. Probably is in that cave way up over there. And I'm going to go pay them a visit. Would love the help
How do you know there's a hag that has your son?
because Omima said that there was an old woman. Okay, hang on. Let me back this one up.
We should go talk to the clerk and see if someone knew that someone came through here.
I agree. Oh, how do you know where it's at, too?
Because the
Go ahead. Write all this down, guys. Don't worry, I got this.
You don't say.
Ah, so that's how we knew.
Makes sense now.
What?
Well, by the time he finishes a sentence, maybe Ava will actually be here.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. In character, I apologize. If you look up.
That was definitely in character.
Oh.
So he knows because. That's all I got.
Yep,
guys.
he knows because that got that.
Oh boy.
Okay, can you hear us, Harvio?
He's restarting his
Yeah.
computer.
Oh, okay.
Did I move you guys over? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we see the map.
I tried to label it for you.
Pretty cool settlement you got for this. I like the map.
Yeah, the only part that really doesn't make sense to me is this. Like, are you constantly rowing away from the waterfall? I don't get it. Oh, there we go. We've been
Ava's
sitting
back.
here this whole time waiting for you.
Apologize.
That's all right.
Fuck, I
You,
heard like
you
6
miss
seconds.
you miss some good moments.
Oh, you made it in time. Your character hasn't come off yet, so. All right,
What in the
RBO.
world?
God willed it because my computer needed to restart, so I didn't turn into a damn robot.
So you're standing there. I think the last thing said was Grim asked you how you know this, and then that's when you were robotic
Or
again.
Yeah, Grib totally said that.
Okay, cool. Basically, chain of events from what I know. And I need to really rush this. Again, son kidnapped. Apparently, Hag comes in the room, charms Jemima, takes fucking son. He screams out. I wake up. Fucking casts darkness on my goddamn room. I fly out the window, can't spot them. I say, God damn it, at the top of my lungs. I come in, uncharm Jemima, explain to her what's going on, and now I'm here.
And then you told Grim and Awen that your son was kidnapped by a hag, and it's over there. And Awen's asking you, how do you know it's a hag, and how do you know where it's at?
Well, because the hunter told us where the witches hang out. Over there, in the hut.
Then I said we need to go check with the front lady to see if she saw anything other suspicious stuff, or if they're in trouble too.
All right. Well,
We should probably wake everybody else up too. I'm actually just going to go do that. One
Well,
moment.
I'm gonna be
Next
donning my armor because I most likely have nothing on.
Yeah, I would assume Awen and Grim, you guys are not in your armor.
yeah, I'm gonna get my leather armor on.
Yep, I'll be
All right.
naked. Well, not naked, but yeah.
I would, because of the nature of my armor, I don't take my armor off.
Alrighty. So Leah, did you have a room all of your own? Were you sleeping
yeah,
with the
no,
other
if I
kitty?
remember correctly, I had my own room.
She did.
Okay. Okay. You hear banging on your door, Leah. You were also awakened by the yelling that happened.
Mm. So I get off the bed
Knock, 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 knock.
and
Knock,
I
knock, knock.
and I reach out to the handle and then realize, oh, how did that happen? And I start scratching at the door.
Okay. You're just standing there frantically knocking, and all of a sudden you hear scratching coming from the other side.
What the fuck are you doing? Open the damn door.
You hear from the other side. And then I turn back myself and I open the door. Sorry. I guess the alcohol got me carried away. What's going on?
Hi. A couple of dumb bitch witch just stole my son. You want to go help me kill her?
What's the time?
I mean, you would probably know since the
Yeah, but
feed that you have.
I mean, it's more like I'm asking myself because I just woke up like, oh, what's
Oh,
the
I got
time?
it.
They know what time it is?
Yeah, it's I don't know if there's exactly hours, but it's definitely like past midnight. It'd be more around 1 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. And I just kind of walk out, kind of just my hands hanging down, kind of like, oh, if I have to.
Thank you.
And I
Next
follow
door.
you.
Oh, you're following me?
Yeah, Leah doesn't know where we're meeting up. I'm just following you because you want my.
That's fine. That's hilarious. Just incredibly angry fucking Arvio. And you're just like, I need a coffee, please. God help me. Nature has abandoned me. I need my caffeine. But next door. I can't knock on my desk because my neighbors will.
That's okay.
complain.
Well,
So
you
just
go
a-
walking by, and then when the doors open, and it's when the merchants think it's Sel, it's kind of hard to tell. And he's like, "Everything okay? I heard shouting."
Don't worry, a dumb witch just stole my son, so I'm gonna go take care of that.
Right. Do you need us?
No.
And he kind of just stands there, and you keep on walking by. And Sari and Ava, you two, I assume, are bunking together. Yes.
Yes.
All right. You both awoken to the screaming that happened, or yelling, and then you could hear some stuff going on in the hallway, and now your door is being pounded on frantically.
I'm gonna jump out the window.
Okay.
An interesting approach, but okay.
So you
Three.
jump out of bed, and you're looking around frantically, and you throw open the window, and you leap out. Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Sari, you are standing there as you watch Ava wake up and just jump out the window, taking absolutely no damage whatsoever. It vanishes into the darkness. What do you wish to do as you hear this frantic knocking on the door?
Well, seeing her jump out of the window, Cerise's gonna get into like battle position. What does a doorknob look like?
What?
just around, yeah, just around normal brass
like-
colored doorknob.
So it's metal.
Yes.
Okay. The second like I hear the doorknob being like shook, I'm gonna cast Shock and Grasp on it and then open it with like
All right.
I'm
a
knocking
dagger
on
in
the
hand.
door. I'm not shaking the fucking knob though.
Well, you're just standing there hammering on the door, Arvio, and there's no response.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Once I hear it like stop, then I'm gonna slowly open it and like, but with like a, I don't have. Oh, I do have daggers with the dagger like out.
All right.
Do I see this? As I'm continuing down.
So are you knocking, or have you given up knocking?
I've given up now. I'm like, for fuck's sake, fine, I guess I have enough people. And I've continued back down the fucking hall.
All right. So you walk over and you slowly open the door, and you don't see anybody outside the door, but you can definitely hear commotion coming down the hallway, and you peek around and you can catch what looks like Arvio, his wife. At this point in time, I'll say Grim and Awen are also pouring out their doors and following Arvio.
Well, she's gonna start walking towards them and cast Mage Armor on herself then, and she'll go up to them. Ava jumped out of the window. There's something going on.
What? Okay, yes, sure.
Dimac's been taken by a hag.
Yes, I think. Or just an old witch. Really, there's a very little difference.
Well, you should say something if you're just gonna be knocking on us. We think you're an intruder. I could have stabbed you.
I was thinking the same thing.
Well, then I would have definitely learned something.
So
But-
you all make your way downstairs, and you see Jemima. She's just standing there, waiting in the middle of the room. Ava, what are you doing? You jumped out the window.
I am now watching the front door of the building. See
Okay.
who's coming out.
I'm doing a nod to Umima, and if she wants to, if she's coming, she's coming. If she's not, she's not. I'm going out the front door.
Is there anyone else in that room in the front, like eating mess hall?
No, it is pretty dark and pretty late in the night. You don't have keen mind, but you are pretty aware that it's late at night.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to where they serve this food. Just look around, and while I'm doing that, I'll be turning on my hooded lantern.
All right. What are you looking for?
Just to see if someone's actually there, and not just if they're not in the room. I won't go through any
Just
doors or
doing a
anything.
cursory glance.
Yes.
Okay, you give me a perception check then. You walk up to the door, RVO, and it is locked, but it is very easily opened. It's just a board that goes across the back, so you fling that open and you start marching outside.
Yes. Do I see Ava?
So you kind of looking around. You can give me a perception check, RVO. Since I would assume you are actively looking, trying to find who took Dymic anyways.
Yeah.
You look around, Grim, and you don't see any signs. All the lights are put out. Looks like it's been closed for a little bit. And then you kind of glance over. You see RVO throwing open the lock on the door or the barricade and marching out with the rest of the group following him.
That's interesting that it was closed.
You want to give me... No, you do not see Ava.
I'm so angry.
But I will say, Ava, you do see RVO come out, and eventually the rest of the group follow in suit.
And it's just them. I don't see anybody else coming with them.
Oh no,
I-
Leah is slowly kind of leaning against her stuff, following Arvio blindly, like, how far yet?
All right. If I don't see anybody else,
Oh, you can give me a
I'm good.
perception check.
I'm gonna. Okay, I'll give you a perception check. Since I'm standing still, I get to roll that at advantage.
All right, you looking around, you do not see anybody else.
So, so I'm going to walk out from the dark, shadowy corner I was hiding in, and walk up to Arvio and say, "What's going on? What's with all the commotion?"
All of a sudden, somebody steps out of the darkness, RVO, and starts approaching you.
Bitch, what the fuck? I pull a fucking knife. Because I pull a fuck.
Is Armima coming with us?
Yeah, she's part of the group.
What's going on, Arvio? What's with all the commotion?
I don't want to leave this place unguarded either, since it was closed. Which
Give
is
me a minute.
curious.
I'll be right back. Just give me a second. And Awen's gonna run up to where the traders are at, or his ex-workers or bosses, I should say.
All right.
I'll
You
hit
say
on the
that.
door.
You say that out loud, Grim.
Yeah.
I guess I can stay if you want me to. It is my son.
I was just making sure, because we don't want to leave them unguarded too, because it was closed. So, how'd that old woman get in?
Apparently through our door. Also, Ava, yes, I need your penchant for violence.
I
Because
whip out
an old
both my
witch lady
crossbows.
just stole my son, and I'm going to go retrieve my son by any means necessary.
I pull out both of my crossbows, and you
Fantastic.
see them loaded, and just point me in the right direction.
That
Did you see
direction.
anyone else out here, Ava?
I don't have night vision, so
So that perception check should have been a straight roll.
well, I was looking at you guys had light on you because of Grim.
Oh, I got you.
That's fair.
Are you guys gonna wait for Awen as he kind of dips out?
I would
You
be.
told them that you're gonna be right back, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So you run inside and you run up the stairs. You come
Um,
to their door.
I'm gonna hit on the door.
Okay. It opens up very slowly and gingerly.
So you already know that we're probably heading out. Could you guys lock the door for us as we're leaving the tavern?
Sure. Yeah.
Thank you. And then I'll start heading back down.
All right. You hear them kind of commotioning behind you. Eventually, you guys standing there. Probably takes a couple minutes. Don't know if you would get impatient, RVO, and start leaving, but Awen does come back out.
I'm pacing angrily, but I will wait.
All right. So you're all joined back up.
All right. Thank you. Let's get going.
Go.
All right. And exactly where are you going to? Because I heard mentions of caves and houses and all sorts of things.
Witch's hut.
All right. So you guys start marching. I guess it's because I don't have a grid on, but you'll start marching this way, knowing the layout of the town. And you come around up to here. And as you're approaching, there's this big open area here, and it's actually lit. There's a bunch of torches out lit. And you can see standing in the middle what looks like three
Hold a
humanoid figures. Yeah.
If you are clicking on the map or trying to point out area, we cannot see it.
You don't see this flag?
Now we
moving
do.
around? Okay.
Oh, I see the flag.
Now we see the flag, but
Okay.
we didn't. It just showed up.
No problem. Sorry about that. So as you get to this, you can see over here in this area, there's a bunch of torches out, and you see these three figures out there, and they're kind of just holding something up in the air. If you guys want, you can give me perception checks.
Yes, please do.
I'll roll.
And then you can do separate if people want to help with advantage.
I mean, I have dark vision.
Well, there's torches out, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Awen volunteered to go ahead and re-roll roll again.
I'm sticking with that 19.
Okay, so everybody except Cerise, you all see what looks like very old, naked women holding these chickens up in the air, and they're kind of throwing them up, and the feathers are flying everywhere, and they're just standing out there doing something.
Wait a minute. There are three old women naked throwing chickens in the air.
Yep.
Uh,
They kind of form a triangle, how they're spaced out from each other.
I want dinner.
Time and place.
Towards the chicken.
Just shoot the
I'm
chicken.
gonna shoot a chicken.
That's awesome, dude. That's great.
Yeah, that hits. That definitely hits. And how much damage do you do? Does the chicken have more than 11? Let me check.
Does the chicken
think
just
so.
explode?
Bolt catches the chicken and it flies 50 feet.
The chicken takes sneak attack damage because it wasn't expecting that.
So they're throwing them, and you shoot one of the chickens, and it screeches out, making a chicken death rattle, and just falls to the ground, plummets with a thud. As it does so, the three look in your direction and says, "We've been expecting you, but you don't have to be so rude."
I'm fucking
Where-
sorry.
Where's
just
the child?
Yeah, I just pointed at Ava.
Where's the child?
What child?
The fuck you mean, what child? The one you just stole out of the fucking inn. My child.
We did not take any children.
Funny, I
I
don't.
mean,
We
he might look
have
like a little
things you
devil
seek.
child.
To be fair, we don't know what they looked like. Hermione, do you remember what she looked like?
she stayed behind. You guys told her to stay
I
behind.
told her to stay.
Oh, okay, never mind. I guess that just went over my head. Sorry. Well, did Arvio? Did she say what she looked like?
Why did you kill them? An old woman.
Yeah,
have the
that's pretty
answers.
vague.
You do seek answers, yes.
Yes.
Two very important things.
I don't think they did it.
And they start moving, and they like grab these robes and they throw them over themselves. You can come closer. And perhaps that one should put away their weapons before they shoot any more of our fortune tellers, else we will not be able to answer anything for you.
Arvia, what do you want me to do?
Crossbow.
I will sheath my crossbows. Holster them.
Well, do you wish to come over here? We have been waiting a while.
I start walking up.
All right. So you approach, and they're just kind of still hanging out here in the middle. They don't like go back towards the hut or anything, and you get 10 so feet away, and eventually one of them says, "So, which answer do you wish to have first? The chickens told us you would have 2 things important that you wish to know."
I want to know where my son is.
Well, we can look at the chickens and see what they tell us, but there will be payment.
What's the payment?
One of them kind of walks over to some stuff and starts digging things out and comes back, and she got these little vials in a box, and she takes one out, hands it to the other witch, and she holds it out. A vial of blood from each of you.
I feel like we've done this before. Have we done this before? This is feeling very familiar.
No. Why do you need our blood?
But that is the payment.
I will slit my finger and start draining some blood.
All right. They will take one of the vials and collect. It has to be from each of you.
Can I do an Arcana check to see what these ladies could potentially do with my fucking blood?
Sure.
It's blood
Okay.
magic.
Things. All kinds of things.
They're going to make a golem.
They could. They could use it in all sorts of things that could be harmful or beneficial towards you.
You know what? Arvio would do it. Arvio would give the blood. It is his sign. I mean, he's chaotic neutral. Yep.
All right. So that's 2. Grim,
This doesn't
Yeah.
feel right.
Awen,
Leah
Sari.
would refuse.
Cerise isn't too hot about the idea either.
All right. Grim.
Wynn's kind of not hot about it either.
No. I'm already bound to one thing. I don't want to be bound to
I will
another.
look to all of you and say it's his son.
And this is my life.
It is but blood. And she chuckles.
What are you gonna do with the blood? And maybe I'll change my mind.
You wish to know something of importance? We wish to be paid in blood. It is our price.
Hmm. Can I make a roll to see how dangerous they are? Can I like judge them? how strong? How? Yeah.
Give me an insight check, sure.
Okay.
You see 3 feeble old women standing out here with their robes on that are not like fastened up, so you can still see their private parts every now and then as they move around, standing with a bunch of chickens.
I turn to Grim and can't we just force them to tell us instead of giving them something like that?
That's one option, but they wouldn't be here in their own place in this town for a reason either. They could be good, they could be bad, we don't know. But I'm not gonna just get out of my way to hurt somebody that had nothing to do with what's happening.
They stand there looking expectantly, and the one says, "If you do not wish to find answers to your questions, that is fine. We only offer services, and we only ask payments." She starts putting away the vials and handing them back to the lady. She will take the ones with the blood that she's already collected and hand them to Arvio and Ava.
What more can we negotiate with?
And that is the price to get your first questions answered.
I don't really want to find out what the other price gonna be.
I don't even know what the second question is. Well, actually, I do, but regardless. Priorities. Okay. Different question then. Other than you, how can I find my son? I'm not asking for a location, I'm asking for a method.
We are the only ones with the ability of sight, unfortunately. You can go about it the manual way. Perhaps that will work for you.
So be it.
Do you guys take the vials that she's offering?
Yes.
All right.
I just have a question as a player because I wasn't here. How much information do we know about the witches here?
None.
Okay.
Just that Arthur didn't like them. And you should probably avoid them. As she gives back the vial of blood, it says, "Yours to do it with your wish, since there's to be no deal. If you excuse us, we got things to attend to. Mostly the cleaning up of a dead chicken," and they shoot Ava a glance. What do you all wish to do?
We can
What do we
repay
do now,
you for the
Arvio?
chicken.
Still there, Arvio?
I am.
Contemplating things?
Yep. Because there's no deal to be made, so it's useless to stay here.
So which direction did they go, Arvio? This person.
I didn't even get a glimpse of them.
Awen's gonna lean over to Grim and kind of whisper something. Have you guys made this deal before?
No. And he says that without whispering.
Leah will start
I'm gonna
working
turn
back
around
to
and
the
walk away
tavern.
from this.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm done with this. I'm going back to the tavern and I'm doing some investigation.
All right.
Ava's following him.
Go to the door and it's locked.
I don't... Yes.
So you all start following? I'm gonna assume Reese does too.
Yep.
Okay.
Leah is heading to tavern. If others are planning to investigate the city in general, then she'll probably split from them then.
So Leah's going where?
To the tavern, the place that we left.
Okay. Well, everybody else starts heading that way.
Okay, so I'll follow as long as they're going that way.
All right. So you all march your way back, and sure enough, you go to walk in, and door's locked.
Oh, I'm not even walking in. I'm going around back to where my window is.
Okay. So that was over here.
I'm going to investigate around the outside of my window. and
I'm going to assist him.
Down to the ground floor. If
Okay.
I can use the fucking spectacles, I will. To get anything I can out of this.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
I'm assisting.
Yep.
Alright.
So you do so with advantage.
Son of a bitch.
So you look around, and there's definitely glass on the ground from your window shattering outwards, which you would think would something inside, going out broke it. But you look around and you don't really see any other things that stand out as odd to you.
Can I take a closer look at the glass? I
Sure,
wanna see if there's any blood.
sure, go for it. Give me
Investigation?
another investigation. Yep.
23.
You pick it up, pieces of it, and kind of turning it over, looking at it, and doesn't seem that there's any blood on it.
Alright, I'm going to continue investigating the area out immediately. Forget the fucking window. I'm going to investigate the area immediately outside of the tavern.
All right, we'll continue with the roles you have. You walk around, and what in particular are you looking for?
Any sort of like weird foot traffic, any like thing that seems off, any
Oh.
traces of any weird beings.
You definitely see foot traffic around the place, but you see like dozens and dozens of foot traffic. Obviously, this is an area people live in. If you want to give me a nature check to see if you can pick out any that are like really recently fresh, you can do that.
Oh, 15.
See some that look like they were probably, earlier in the day. You don't see anything that comes off as being immediately recent. You also see very old tracks as well. Obviously, people walking around this place.
As you're
Okay.
doing that, Leah would attempt to knock at the front of the door, trying to make someone open it from on the inside.
Okay. So you walk around and you knock on the door, and
Mhm.
eventually it's silent for a little bit, and eventually you. Yes.
Just me. Can you let me in?
Who's me?
Leah, the druidess.
And then you hear some movement from behind the door, and it opens up, and you see the elf who owns the place, and he stand there and everything okay? Did you find him? And your mime is also
No.
kind of walking up toward you. You can notice the two merchants are sitting at a table, and the fireplace is lit.
Not really. We went to the hags, as they call them, and they demanded blood from us to answer one question. Yeah, the ones that live there. And I kind of point the direction we came from.
No hags in the town. Where did you go?
Pointing to the direction we came from. Like they had chickens and they were flying, and then Ava shot one of them.
They were hags flying on. You did have a big bottle of wine last night. Maybe you should. He kind of like tries to walk you over towards a chair. Probably best if you sit down.
mean, okay. Come in.
All right. So what are the rest of you doing as you kind of just stand there watching Arvio frantically searching around?
Anyone's gonna go back inside.
Okay. Ava, you're helping. Okay, and Ava, you're helping. So I guess Ceriz, what are you doing?
She'll help as well.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys, making your way around, looking for stuff. It seems like a place where people live.
I'm gonna pull out my hooded lantern, and since Arya can't seem to find any like fresh footprints, I'm going to look up.
All right. You look upwards. You see building.
Okay, I mean, like these. I want these trees that are out back behind here.
Give me a perception check.
Mm-hmm. If I can scroll up again.
Right, so you start looking around, and one of the trees you catch some movement, and you kind of like jerk, and you're looking really steadily, and then you see a squirrel kind of scamper around a bit. But otherwise, you're just looking up in trees.
I wonder if the innkeeper knows anything else. Grim just talks out.
I
To
assume
himself.
Umaima is downstairs as well with everyone else.
Yeah, she got up and walked forward when he was talking to you.
Umaima, do you by any chance have anything that belonged to Dimek, like any clothes or something?
You didn't really have much clothes, but I think there might be something in the pack. And she heads upstairs.
I follow her.
All right. Well, she will take you to Arvio's room, which, as you go inside, you see the window burst open. You can hear commotion going on outside. But she rummages around, and then she pulls out you gave him the carved crab, correct?
I did.
So she pulls that out.
Do you have by any chance any, I don't know, sheets or clothes, something that he had on before he disappeared?
No, we didn't have a set of clothes for him.
Okay, Leah is gonna give it a shot anyway. Do not be alarmed, and she uses her last wild shape to turn into a wolf, and she tries to catch the scent of Dimek.
All right, you can give me, I guess, a nature check with advantage.
Would it be nature or survival to track something?
Well, right now you're just trying to get the scent, so I will just say do your nature.
19. Oh, you said it with advantage, yeah?
Yeah, with advantage.
So 19.
Definitely pick up smells on it.
Can I attempt to follow it?
Sure. You can, for that one, you can give me a survival check. I'll let you also do that since you're doing your smell with advantage.
19 and 18.
You're kind of sniffing around, and you walk over to where the door is, or the window is, and seems to head out the window.
I jump out and follow it.
Okay, so you're jumping out of a 2-story window.
As a wolf, yes.
Okay, so you go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage.
Okay.
Can I see the wolf coming out
8.
the window?
You were walking around the building looking at stuff, yes? Arvio?
This is just funny to me. Can I catch the wolf?
I can follow you if your bite happen to be under.
Okay. I would say with that awful dexterity save, you see the wolf kind of jump out, and by the time you notice, it's a little too late. And as you land on the ground and smack with a thud, you will take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
I should still be fine. I believe Wolf have more hit points than that. I'll double check in a sec. But
But you guys turn around and kind of at the last moment watch this dog fall to the ground with a thud.
Do I hear that?
No, you're inside.
I'll try to follow the scent as I get up from the ground.
All right.
Walking off like
Awen,
a champ.
Awen, what are you doing?
Well, I was gonna go inside and talk to the owner if he knew anything about the witches that live up out of whatever that place is. Is it north? Is this map or
yeah.
is it right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll just say, do you know anything about those 3 witches that are up towards the woods in the north?
They've been here for an awfully long time. They sell potions and trinkets and things to the town folk.
They usually demand payment in blood, correct? Do you know what they use it for?
I do not make deals with them. I could not tell you.
Okay.
I don't really have a need for witches magic.
I was just seeing if you heard anything, considering you're a bar owner. People come and go and gossip.
They, as far as I know, they sometimes ask for weird payments, but I couldn't tell you what.
Okay.
So you are standing outside, Leah, and you're sniffing around, and you do not catch the scent.
Oh, not anymore then. Oh.
Nope.
God damn it. I'll still try to walk around and kind of see if the wind, like if I smell anything in the area. Just generally looking around, kind of trying to see if I.
All right. You make a lap around the building. You don't catch the scent.
I turn back.
I have one last ditch effort until RVO starts just looking around more places and starts stacking on exhaustion points. Detect magic.
Okay. What are you looking for?
Just anything. Fucking anything.
Grim glows, Ava glows, Leah glows. Not necessarily them, but stuff on them.
No
Outside
trace.
of that, you're not really seeing anything.
I will keep looking.
All right. What in particular are you guys doing? As the night continues onward, you're looking around. You're not finding any clues or signs anywhere around this tavern.
I'm following RVO wherever he's going.
Awen?
I'll guess I'll continue the conversation with the barkeep or the owner. Kind of ask, like, are the witches typically used by a lot of people, or like that type? Trying to get a general idea on like how these people truly are, their true character.
From what I know, they sell vitality potions. They're really popular with the men of town. Again, I've not traded with them, but they seem to offer trinkets that ward off things or potions that help people. Seem an odd bunch to me. They've for humans, they seem to have lived a very long life.
All right. Well, thank you for your information, and I'll kind of head out and try looking for some of the group members.
Right. Well, I gather you guys are all together again.
So I talked to the owner of the inn, and from what I gather is that these witches typically aren't bad. They tend to sell potions that, help with healing and vitality and stuff like that with the townspeople, especially for men for the vitality potions. The barkeep thinks that they're slightly odd considering they lived so long. So I don't know. But if we're gonna be doing anything to get anywhere we need to get to, I think we probably should think about seeing what the witches are able to do. My own opinion, I'm not keen on giving away my blood, but if it gets us somewhere where we need to go, probably our best course.
I don't think they took Dimec.
I don't think they did either.
Did you ask the elven guy about the old lady, and was there anyone else before he locked up inside that we don't know of?
I did not ask him, but considering that the door was locked, I don't even think that it would be possible for somebody to break in unless if they actually stayed in this room. So that's something we probably should talk about.
Agreed. They could have had someone in for the night and not have a room since I bought them all.
Or somebody could have been hiding.
That too. But how they? Well, is there locks on the actual doors? So
They had basically you put a board behind it, and that's what keeps it closed.
For the main door. How about our rooms?
Your rooms, no.
Okay. That makes more sense. Yeah, we need to get some more information, maybe what the old lady looks like too, from as much as detail as possible from Jemima.
It probably isn't even an old lady either. It could be anybody in particular. We don't really know.
Yeah, they could be imitating someone in town, but if we find that person in town and it's not them, it's just one better than sit down here looking for nothing as I look around.
Yeah.
Ario's on his hands and knees digging through the ground. So what do you wish to do?
We should go inside and figure this out, guys. Come on, Arvio. Ava. If you haven't found anything now, I don't think we're going to find anything else right here.
Arvio's going to go back inside without saying a damn thing.
Alright, you all make your way back inside the tavern. Door is not locked now. That's you guys kind of made it clear you're here. Jemima stands up. Did you find anything?
No, not yet.
No, but can you tell us more about what the woman looked like? Her smell, her look, anything.
She was very wrinkly and long gray hair, and she kind of starts going into a detail describing her. And sounds like she is talking about one of the old ladies you guys saw.
Sound like one of the witches.
Yep, and she's describing this person that she saw walk in the room who told her everything was going to be okay. It starts to sound more and more like one of the witches you saw.
Like, does that sound familiar? That description to anybody here? Maybe it is
Other than
them.
the witches, but I don't know. What was the owner's name?
Gallon?
Gallon, did you have any late customers coming in tonight?
You were the last.
So before you locked up, nothing weird or odd happened?
No, I mean, old Yorick, he had a little bit too much to drink and threw up all over the place, but it's kind of typical for him.
Technically, we're basically the last people that we saw for the night then.
Well, no, the town folk were here and finished drinking and eating, and they left, and after the last one of them poured out, I barricaded the door and went to bed myself.
And nothing odd happened during the night?
Other than being woken up by that gentleman, he points over to Fell, one of the merchants. No.
Is there any other way of getting in besides through the front door?
There is the door that leads into the kitchen, but that is also locked at night.
Yeah, Anyway, some got in here, opened the door, charmed, and went out the second story window.
I have no idea about that. I'm sorry.
The description's more of a lead than anything.
I would say that, I don't know. Never mind.
No, go ahead and talk. We need every help we can at this point.
It's just not uncommon for children to go missing around here, but generally they wander into the woods and they're never seen again. Never heard of one being kidnapped. It's a first for me.
Actually, why do you guys lock your doors at night? Does everyone around here do it?
Pretty much. It's, keep the lurker away.
Who's the lurker?
Not some silly human nonsense.
Hold a moment. Hold a moment. I use my medallion of thought. I would like to read his thoughts on what the lurker is.
All right, he seems to be thinking of an old nursery rhyme that that the humans, the children especially, sing around town, and he seems to think that's nonsense.
I will look at him and say, if it's nonsense, then why does everybody lock their doors?
What do you mean? I didn't say anything.
But you were thinking it.
I'm just gonna give an odd look.
I see. Oh, I mean, you are adventurers. I don't know. Just tradition, I guess.
Was there any stories that told anything about what this lurker would do, where it's living, or anything like that, besides being in the forest?
There's a rhyme, a nursery rhyme that the children sing. I could recount it for you. I'm not the good singer though.
That's fine. Just want to see if there's any clues to that.
He sits there for a second. He thinks, and then he starts singing in the best voice I can do. Lock the doors, blow out the light. The lurker haunts the night. Hide and tremble, little ones. The lurker wants to have some fun. Hear it scratching on the door. See its shadow across the floor. The sun won't rise for quite a while. Till then, beware the devil's smile. I believe that's all of it.
And where is this lurker supposedly, according to the legends, live?
I think you humans have another word for it. Boogeyman seems to live in the closets and under beds and in darkness. I will say, Ava, as he is telling you this, since you have pretty high, what is your passive insight?
11?
When he tells you that he locks the door just because it's tradition, something seems a little off about it.
Okay, I still have detect thoughts up. I should be able to detect his thought behind it as well.
Okay, so when you asked him then why he locks the door, he had thoughts of elven assassins coming after him.
How long has this lurker rhyme been going around? Do you know?
Ever since I've been here.
And how long have you been here?
Good 200 years now. It's just something that parents tell their children to keep them out of the woods and safe at night.
I will lean in close to him and whisper in his ear. You want me to type it out to you?
Sure.
typed it out for you.
As you say that, he steps away from you and says, you need to be more respectful of people.
And I have concentration 1 minute.
Has he done an intelligence save?
Does he need to do intelligence save?
Wisdom.
Yes.
so.
I guess
I will now post the detect thought spell because I can do that as a diviner. Once my there we go.
sorry, I didn't
Am
read
I
the whole
allowed?
thing.
Soltic.
Yes, as I'm probing deeper, he can roll. It's a wisdom saving throw, not a intelligence.
That, as you can see, it's a little bit more involved.
Well, he steps away, and he says that, and your immediate surfer thoughts that you pick up is he tells you, or he seems very offended that you are delving into his mind, which is his private sanctuary, and that you have no business there.
I am attempting to probe deeper, as it said.
Yeah, and he made it safe.
Okay.
What was that, Leah?
Oh, I know it's a bit of a long shot, but since I've been living in the forest around, have I ever seen any children or heard anything from the elves or anything of that sort about this mysterious creature and people getting missing and stuff?
No, this is all new to you.
Okay, just wanted to check.
All right.
Hides in the shadows. The devil's smile.
Something about assassins, guys.
What?
What are you talking about?
This guy has thoughts of elven assassins.
I don't give a fuck about elven assassins.
Why are you... How do you even know that?
I tap the little medallion that's hanging around my neck.
And those are thoughts that should remain where they are.
I agree.
Agreed.
Yes.
Trying to find his son.
And reading
know
my
you are.
mind will help you in this.
It has nothing to do with fucking elven assassins.
Ava's gonna walk outside.
All right.
I'm walking up to my room.
Well,
I'm
Okay.
not done looking.
I guess we should take another look at those witches. Since we got a better look description.
Well, Arvio, as you go upstairs, looking around, what are you looking for?
Anything within the room where it actually happened.
Okay, go ahead and give me an investigation check. Anything in particular anybody else is doing, or you guys just hanging out, waiting for the turning of the wheel? As you look around, your beds are a mess because you hastily got out of them. The window, no glass on the inside, so obviously it was shattered inwards from inside outside. You don't see anything.
I'm gonna go to Arvio and just watch him.
Okay, he's just in there kind of looking around the room.
I think we should go back to the witches. Depending on how you want to handle this, either thoughtful or with some strength.
Please repeat.
With what Omaima gave us, it blames them. I'm not trying to say it's them.
Why don't we
They've been
bring
here for
Amina
so
this-
long.
Why don't we bring Amina this time? See if she cannot identify them. And if so, whatever happens, happens.
Well, I don't know how that stuff works, but he said they would know who did it to her. And if it's one of them, then they would be there, right?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand what you just said. Like, as a player, what?
That was the point. I don't know this stuff, but
What?
they would know they were charmed. Would they know by who?
She got a good look at them. So yes, I'm not
Okay.
very. I've only I know a couple of enchantments, but charmed does not necessarily lessen your perception. It does not erase memories.
I mean, Grim was talking out of his butt. That's why it sounded so weird.
Yeah, I had to break character to be like, Nani the fuck are you saying?
Awen's gonna kind of step outside. Kind of
Okay.
walk for a little bit. Stay where I can see the tavern if anybody comes out.
Go ahead.
And then
Yeah, sorry, you go first.
I was gonna say, as I'm walking outside, I'm just gonna think of the deity.
Okay. You attempting to pray to him?
Kind of call out to him in a sense, yeah.
Okay. Leo, what were you doing? You were gonna
I
say
would-
something?
Yeah, I would leave the tavern and try to head towards the closest opening of the forest. So I don't know whether here or there would be the closest area where the forest begins.
All right. Be right back.
Because I need to pee.
Are you gonna be saying you're leaving, or are you just gonna start walking off?
Well, me, yeah, I'm walking out. I'm gonna try and test something. I mean, I'm pretty sure Awen will see me walking out and probably let you know that I'll walk a certain direction.
Hopefully someone does, because we shouldn't be splitting up. Because I'm all the way upstairs with Arvio
I know,
by
I
myself,
know.
so...
Well, let's just say Leah have not been working in the groups pretty much ever. So she
Yeah,
doesn't
I
really know
kinda
the
figured.
dynamic.
The
She's
others
like,
should hopefully know, so...
Hmm. Yeah, it will remain a mystery. Hmm.
Can't wait to murder some senior citizens. Oh boy. If only I ice stormed them while they didn't have a cloth.
Oh boy, we're losing people.
Yeah. Do you think it would have done extra damage if I ice stormed them while they were in the nude?
Probably.
well.
They still would have found out how to counter. They are witches.
That's true. But do they have a counter to an Echo Knight? No.
Well, if they're they're in range, you never know what they have. They could have counterspell.
I mean, Echo Knights, most of your things are abilities, not spells.
True.
So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, they can't. Well, they could banish it, object. But I'll just create another one,
I mean, I also have counter spell.
and it would counter their whatever they're trying to do. You know, burn a slot.
I'm confused. What? An object spell? What?
Yeah, only things that target objects can disrupt the spell of the echo.
Oh, I see. Yeah. like the one weakness is that you can bamf it out of existence real quick. Grim is literally the squad. We're the gang squad, motherfucker. I got a little bit of a plan for where audio's going. Most of it's spells, though. So you know, yeah, as you do, it's wizard.
All right, so you two head back towards the front. You've been searching around RVO, Grim watching Cerise. What are you doing?
She's just kind of sticking close to Leah, just because how drunk she was. But she's looking around.
Okay, well, Leah, you've left and you're heading over towards
To
the
the
woods.
closest opening of the woods, yeah.
Okay, you find yourself at the woods being trailed by Cerise, unless you're trying to be silent, Cerise.
Oh, I mean, even
no.
if I see her, I wouldn't pay her no mind.
Okay.
So, upon entering, I would cast this and kind of start wandering around, asking, can anyone hear me? I need some help. Hello. And I'm just kind of walking around in the 10 minutes and seeking animals who are willing to listen up and hopefully help me.
Okay. Well, let's pack up with that when we come back from our break. So
That's fine.
we'll take a 10-minute break. Be right back.
Alright, break time.
Well, if people are too scared of this boogeyman, hopefully Animal's gonna be a bit more blunt about it.
You're right. I'll be right back too.
Why does this music sound like it's from The Simpsons for me? Or Fable?
Hang on, let me unmute this one. Well, it's like The Simpsons, and it's
Yeah,
like
that's what it sounds like in the beginning.
And what was the other one from Fable?
Fable.
I've never played Fable, so I got no frame of reference.
Fable 1 or something, it sounds just like it.
Oh, that's the restart.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Come back.
I think Grim's still AFK.
I'm back.
Good.
Back.
I'm here.
Guess we're just waiting on Grim.
Welcome back.
Alright, so that's everybody, yes? Aria, you're here?
I am here, and I'm ready to kill senior citizens.
Alright, so Leah,
Mhm.
you head over, you cast your spell, and you start walking around, calling out, and eventually you hear, "What is it? Who's out there? Don't you know what time it is? It's really late. Are you nuts? Do you have nuts?" And you turn up and you look at one of the branches and you see a squirrel out there.
I'm really, really sorry. I didn't mean to wake you up, but this is very urgent.
Cerise, I don't know, out of character, if you've ever like walked up around a squirrel and it gets really mad and starts chittering at you,
Mhm.
but that is what you are seeing happening. And Leah is talking normal. You can understand Leah, but this thing is just like barking back at him. But going back to you, Leah, it's I don't have time. What is it?
Well, my friend's child got kidnapped by some boogeyman, by some dark creature, and nobody in the town seems to want to help. So I was hoping maybe, I don't know, some of the animals and inhabitants of nature maybe know anything, saw anything, heard anything whatsoever, please.
Man, you're really long-winded. What's a kidnap? What's a boogeyman? What are you talking about? You got nuts?
I'll give you all the food you want if you help out. And I kind of finger gun him. Kind of,
What the heck was that? How am I supposed to help out? I'm just a squirrel.
Oh, I know, but you've been living here for a while, I bet. You must have seen or heard things.
And see, hear all kinds of things, especially that woodpecker.
Hmm. Well, have you seen any little ones, little humans, little children around
All the
here?
time, all over the place. They try to take my nuts from me.
Oh, so mean. But anyway, have you seen any dark creature with them?
What? No.
Dark. No. Okay.
What even is a dark creature? Does it have nuts?
I don't know. No, they're taking nuts away. They're mean.
Then why would I want to see one?
Oh, because we need to stop them from doing that.
That's why I stay away, so they won't do it.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
So I'm already helping you. Do you got nuts?
That's not very helpful.
Because if I stay away so they don't take my nuts, then they don't get nuts.
But they can one day if I won't stop them.
What do you want me to do?
Well, can you lead me to someone who may know anything?
I don't know anybody. I'm just a squirrel. And it like goes back into its little hole and it comes out a second later and it throws some sticks at you. Now, can you get out of here? Unless you got nuts.
Nah, keep walking. And as I walk, like, I would say maybe 20 feet further, I keep like, hello? Is anyone awake?
Would you keep it down? I'm trying to protect my nuts.
Just continue on until the spell ends.
If you No, never mind. I had an idea, but I don't want to. I'm not there.
You walk around a little bit, and eventually your spell comes to end, and nothing else reaches out to you.
Damn. If animals are of no help, let me think. Okay, let's give this a go.
Oh,
What are you talking to?
oh my
I'm
god.
gonna look around for the oldest looking tree I can find.
We drops nuts.
All right.
Hey, I dropped that.
So you kind of looking around, and you see what you think to be the oldest tree in the nearby vicinity. Not the oldest you've seen, but
Hello? And kind of just.
yes, hello.
Sorry to interrupt. But
Not like I was doing anything, but yes.
I know. So have you heard anything about some dark creatures or beings that take little ones, little children, away? By any
I
chance?
have not.
Oh, that's a bummer. My friend
I
just
could
lost
ask
a child.
my friends if you wish.
Oh, that would be very helpful. Thank you very much. Can you do that, please?
Yes.
No, wait.
Why are you still standing here?
Well, I was hoping you ask your friends and let me know.
I will, but it usually takes a couple days for us to converse with each other.
That's not good. I need the answer quicker than that. Do you know anyone who might know any more? Like, do you know anyone who is more knowledgeable?
What do you mean by anyone?
Any being that's alive that I could ask?
I mean, you're kind of the first person I've talked to outside of a tree.
That's kind of sad. Well, I guess I'll head back. Well, sorry for taking your time, and I'll use my stuff for flowers and kind of make one of his branches bloom. And I'm like, good night, and I walk back to town.
As you put the flower on, it starts shaking it. It's like, what, you trying to make me look silly? It's fall.
I know, but it looks pretty. It will make you more unique.
I don't want to look different from the other trees.
Oh, fine. I can walk back to town.
He's very collectivist.
So you head back,
Mm-hmm.
being accompanied. Eventually, the two of you get back to. Do you guys like come out and notice that Leah and Cerise is gone and hang out, or are you just heading over to the witches?
Who are you asking?
The rest of the party: RVO, Ava, Awen, Graham.
Did I happen to see where they went?
No. I think Ava might have.
If Cerise would have actually followed her into the forest, she would have just like quickly found someone real quick and say, "Hey, I'm following Leah to make sure she doesn't die," and
All right.
then
So
continue on.
you cast those. You cast that one spell normally, right? You didn't do a ritual cast on it because the
No.
ritual is going to be 10 minutes. Okay. So yeah, are you guys gonna hang out, knowing that they kind of headed towards the woods? Maybe. Well, eventually, after you guys wait 20 minutes, you see Leah come back with Ceres and Soup.
Where'd you go off by yourselves to?
Well, the people didn't really seem to be of much help with all that scary, shadowy person that kidnaps children, so I went out to ask some questions to nature.
Did you want to get captured yourselves? That's a really not good thing to do.
I mean, other than that shadowy thing that we don't even know if it's real, I don't think there's anything that of much of a danger. Unless you
Well,
count
how
the
did
dragon.
I have a question. How the hell did you talk to nature?
Just find the squirrel and talk to them, and like then found the tree and asked them if they know anything.
Wait, you
Yeah.
can talk to plants.
Do you talk to a squirrel? Would they talk
Well-
about nuts?
I mean, yes,
Are you
unfortunately.
nuts?
Leah, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
There are trees
Yes,
behind you.
I
like,
know.
Right there.
Oh no, but I wanted to ask animals first, and since I was already in there, I thought, I might as well ask some trees.
Maybe the tree that was outside saw
Yes.
what it was.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I didn't really ask about what happened, during
Leah,
the
can
event.
you please ask the tree?
You could have
Fine.
asked the chickens. You could have asked the chickens.
For fuck's sake.
Curious about that squirrel.
So which one you? So which tree you want me to ask?
Literally fucking any one of them.
I'm literally just standing like, point to which one you want.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. This
We
fucking
could
one.
all see Arvio's temple just bulge with a vein.
This
This
one?
one.
Okay. I cast it again.
Right? Then what do you do?
I'll come up to it and hello.
Oh, hey. What's up?
So my friend's child has been captured, and they flew out this window over there, and you see all the glass and everything around. Do you happen to know anything about it, or maybe by any chance know where they went or what took them? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, sure do.
Oh, really? Oh, go on, tell me, please.
What do you want to know? You ask so many questions.
Oh, sorry. Let me slow down.
I like lean back to everybody else. Is it working?
She's talking to herself.
I don't know.
Yeah, you all just see Leah talking to a tree. The tree is not doing anything as far as the rest of you can tell.
Just the slow turn of Arvio back to the group.
So the first question: do you know what creature took the child that flew out the window?
Look like a human to me. I see lots of those.
Okay, I turned to Arvio. So the tree said that the thing that took the child looked like human. Do you have any, I'm asking Arvio, do you have any more questions I can ask the tree? Or is that all you wanted to know?
Which direction, maybe?
Oh, okay.
They went?
I turned to the tree. Which direction they flew?
It was like totally dark, but like it came out of the window and went over like that way, opposite, over top of the building. Like yeah.
Okay, can you point with the branch?
I am.
Okay, now I'm kind of looking.
You see branches pointing every which direction.
I'll try to.
Don't you see that one?
Okay, I'll try to figure out which one it is, and
My son could be dying right now.
I'm turning to Argus. So it said it went that direction. I pointed the same direction I think the tree pointed.
I don't know if this is real.
Tree ever correct her?
I mean, well, which way you
Leah-
pointing?
Is
I'm
Leah
pointing-
just standing in a circle and just going around?
I'm just pointing where I believe the tree told me to point, like the direction.
Oh my god,
it
this is how
thinks.
Omaima feels all the time.
You
Oh
hear her
my
go,
God.
"Uh-huh."
Well, is there anything else?
No! Thank
Oh.
you! It's so helpful!
You're welcome.
Yes, great.
So which way was she pointing?
I don't know which way Leah's pointing. You can like ping on that. So you're standing here. If you want to
Mhm.
ping on the map, which direction from you were pointing?
Like here.
I did not see that ping.
Oh, so I mean towards the where we came from, like to the right of the mines, I guess.
Okay.
Because the tree said it's over the buildings, so I'm like over the buildings, or the most buildings are over on the top, so it has to be this direction.
All right. So what are
Out
you
of
all doing?
character, can I just say that Arvio doesn't believe this spell exists. He literally just thinks you're having a one-sided conversation with a fucking tree.
Fair enough.
Well, do you guys wish to act on the information, or
I don't.
so you all
Ava,
head
Ava,
back to the witches?
Ava will. Ava was going to start walking in the direction that he pointed.
Hey, is your mic alright?
Mine?
Yeah.
It kind of look. It sounds like something's wrong with.
Sounds
the
like
cable.
you're going through a walkie-talkie.
How about now?
Still walkie-talkie.
Still walkie-talkie. I mean, it's aesthetic, but not.
I think going through a tunnel.
Any better?
That's
Yes.
better.
Okay, so you guys all watch as Ava just starts walking off in a direction.
In the direction that Leo was pointing, and I'm going to
Yep.
look for some clues.
What do the rest of you do?
Walking half speed.
You know
Did
what?
we want to go to the witches?
I would
figure out
like
what
to
was going
see.
Let's just follow through with this. We have no reason to doubt her.
Oh, before we head up, I'll ask one more question. The tree. Do you know anything about the witches?
I can't say like I do.
Oh, okay. Oh, then thank you for your help. You've been really helpful.
Yeah, like totally. Nice to talk to somebody.
And I turn around and just follow where everyone else is going.
That is the most useless fuck. That is the most chuckle fuck spell on a consistent basis I've ever seen.
Hey, you got more information than going to the witches?
That's true.
So, which way? How far do you go, Ava? And you give me a investigation check if you're like really trying hard to look for stuff, or are you just looking for tracks?
I am looking for any clue in this direction that
Okay,
he
then you
pointed.
can give me an investigation check. And are you just gonna keep walking that way?
Yes.
Okay. You trekking that way. You eventually come to the hill here as it starts to go up, and you've not seen any kind of clue track. You haven't seen a shard of glass, a piece of fabric, nothing that would lead you to think that anything's happened in this direction.
So I'm over. If I'm understanding correctly, I'm over towards this hill now.
You're where the flag's at.
Oh, where? Losing track of where this flag is at because it's behind. Okay, there we go. All right, then I'm gonna keep walking up towards the forest.
All right, and you walk up and into the forest. You are now wandering through the darkness of the trees.
I've got my hooded lantern out.
Yep, but you're not seeing any kind of sign of anything. How far do you want to walk until you've decided that you've gone far enough? Is this going to be one of those things that you're just going to walk and walk and walk, or because you're not seeing
For
anything?
I would say I'm gonna make it a conservative effort for at least an hour or two.
Okay, well, as you guys go on, go ahead and give me Constitution saving throws.
Can I be real? I'm not going to follow her in the woods because honestly, I'm going to be having Jemima identify these witches, and if
Okay.
if she identifies them, I know exactly what happens next.
All right, so who then is going to continue following Ava? Who's going
I
to
didn't think anybody
continue?
was following me.
Who's going to continue to follow Arvio?
Leah will follow Ava because she's hopeful that she believes where the tree pointed her is the correct way.
Okay, and the rest of you gonna go with Arvio?
Mm.
Awen, going with Arvio?
Yeah, I'll kind of follow Arvio.
Grim, you going with Arvio?
He almost just wants to stay back because everyone keeps splitting up the dang party.
Well, you gonna say something?
Yeah.
You can say something as you watch Ava just start walking towards the wood with Leah following.
I thought the whole thing was go to the witches.
Yeah, same. Why are we going into the woods?
This is where the tree said that they went.
Yeah, roughly the direction it pointed.
Frank? Okay.
Yeah, but they were flying. I don't think you're going to be able to find anything.
Well, if you're flying, wouldn't you fly in a straight line to where you're going?
No.
Yeah, but hold on. Get something.
I would definitely be trying to hide myself, not be going into a straight line.
I don't know about you, but I can maintain fly for 10 minutes. And you can get quite far for 10 minutes.
Yes.
I turn to Ava. I mean, I guess we can go with them first to witches, and if we won't learn anything new from them now, I guess we could then go that direction and see if we find
Well,
anything.
if we just give them a vial of blood, we can get the answers that we're seeking, but nobody wants to do that.
Because that sounds dodgy.
Look, I'm
I
doing it 'cause
agree.
it's my son. Here's the thing. I did it because it's my fucking son, but also I get it.
You gave him a vial of blood?
Oh no. I took it back.
But he did give them a vial of blood. But he took it back.
That's
Yes.
concerning.
Yeah.
So they have the answer,
They have
but
the
the
answer.
problem
but they
is
want-
nobody wants to give them the blood.
Yeah, they want blood from everyone, which sounds really fishy.
So there's talking to trees and squirrels.
Not to
She's
me, at
actually got
least.
a point. She's actually yes. I 100 yes.
I'll go back to following Arvio.
Okay.
Amima coming in with the common sense.
Arvio, I'll go ahead and give a vial of blood. It's not the first time I spilled blood before. But my concern about it was that I didn't want to sign for a pact without knowing the exact details of what my blood's for.
We will see if we even need to.
Can I insight check for him to see if he's done this before?
Sure.
Kind of the way that the pact sounded for me. Nope, don't know shit.
So you head back to the witch's hut?
I
Yep.
believe everyone's
Yes.
going back, yes.
This time with Amima, so she can identify.
Alright, so you walk out and you find yourself back here again. It has been quite a while because somebody spent 20 minutes with their spells. So,
And investigated.
yes, so you are back and all the torches are put out. Everything seems calm.
Before we get there, Amima's coming with us, right?
Yep.
Cerise is gonna go up to her and say, "This is just a precaution since where we're going," and she's going to cast Death Ward on Amima.
Right.
And that's it.
Okay. She thanks you for it. But you guys now find yourselves here at this old cottage. as you approach it, there seems to be all sorts of like skulls from deer and other animals kind of just hanging around the edge of the roof.
Right in. Knock on the door. I'm gonna just walk right the fuck up and knock on the door.
All right, you do some tapping, and eventually the door opens up, and you see one of the old ladies from earlier standing there. And back?
Yes, indeed. Amima, does this one look familiar?
She looks old, but not exactly. No.
Hmm. I would like to start talks once more.
As far as what's?
Getting the answers we need.
No. We have goods. You need the way to pay. A store owner doesn't just give away things for free.
Can I see all of you right now, please?
Sure, we can come out. And give me 1 moment, and she goes back in. Couple seconds go by, and eventually the door opens, and the three of them come out.
I look over to Amima.
She kind of just gives you a shrug.
This is helpful. Damn it. Alright. Now, let me get a head count. Who was behind the blood thing? Totally in for the blood thing?
I think the only ones that weren't willing to do it was Grim and Ilya. Yeah, not to do it.
I hand you my vial of blood already.
Unless
Arvia.
Cerise, you were doing it too, right? Or no?
Oh, this is the only way.
Yeah.
While this is happening, I have Mr. Pinchy's a tiny crab, right?
Sure.
Sure. While he kind of turns around, he does a little bit of fucking sleight of hand to summon up Mr. Pinchy, that then just like scuttles into his sleep.
Can we see this?
Yes. The idea is that my back is to the witches and you can all see.
Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check.
Fantastic. I'm so glad I'm proficient in this.
Do we need a roll? Or me?
No,
Because I'm
he said he
actually.
wasn't hiding it from you guys, so.
That might mean I need somebody to talk to them so that they don't have their attention on me.
I will step forward to RVO and tell him doing tricks behind somebody that can do something is not viable, as I whisper that to him.
Well, we don't have all night.
Fine.
I'll poke I slit my finger and pour out a vial of blood for them.
Okay. And we just need a few more. He looks to the three of you, Grim, Leah, Cerez.
Did all three of them come out?
Yeah.
And it's none of them from
Amima has
Amima.
no idea, apparently.
Or do you need all of ours if it's just one question that we're asking? Shouldn't it be each person gets their own question?
Well, you're all coming here seeking something. So you all need to pay.
Could you tell me when they don't have their eyes on me?
Actually, it's I will speak up. Actually, it's only him that's actually looking for the question.
But it is all of you seeking something.
I'm here to help a friend. He's the one seeking him.
Because we're helping, we're also seeking answers as well.
Arvio, I mean, you're back to them, so it's kind of hard for you to tell, but they do
I
seem to
would
be.
know this one. That here's the movement. Let me just explain what happened. Summoned it up. He scuttled up my sleeve, and then I would have ended up turning back around to face them.
Okay.
With him now summoned into my sleeve.
They're looking around. They're not just like staring deadpan in one direction.
Because what I want to do here is I want to be able to get the familiar into their fucking home.
I mean, it does not bother us. You do not wish to pay, then the answer you seek shall not be given.
Well, you guys fit the description of what she said charmed her and took the child.
We've already told you that we've taken no child.
And I'm going to insight check that.
Okay,
Sure,
give me an insight check.
I will too.
Ooh.
Oh.
You can go ahead as well, Ceres. They seem unmoving in their facial features. Nothing about their body gestures or their body language gives away that they're trying to be deceitful to you. They do seem impatient, but outside of that, nothing else.
Ceres will sigh and, well, can one of you assist me? I don't like the sight of blood.
I will pull out a dagger.
Ceres is walking towards one of the witches. Kind of maybe the one closest to like the home.
More than glad to, and she kind of like steps back inside and grabs something and steps back out with a knife. Just give me
Ceres
your
is
hand.
her hand's gonna be very shaky.
All right.
And like, it's gonna be kind of like one of those like pull their hand away but like give it back, kind of making like a little bit of a scene.
She will take it and she will cut you across the palm, and then as you kind of pull back from the pain and hold it back out, eventually she says, well, that is enough. Now we just need payment from the rest. And it looks like you, Grim, and then you, Leah. You send the crab in? Because like I said, there's not any point in time where they're just staring in one spot. They're constantly, looking around as they're talking.
If I have to have the option, I'll have the crab sort of scuttle back to town, then double back. This one might take a while, but he'll do it.
Okay.
And find cover, maybe scuttle back over this way, and then this sort of route.
Okay, so your crab goes on an adventure as you guys are all standing here at an impasse as they're saying, well, if you two wish to pay, we can have this settled. Otherwise, the rest of you can take your vials back and be on your way. Jemima will also step up and give her blood.
Was that required as part of the deal?
Just
Or
No.
is that now the extended deal? It's like a deal you don't actually do that.
If I leave, do I have to give it still to them?
You asking this?
Yes.
You've come here, so yes.
What if I don't come back?
Then I guess your friends will go without unanswered questions. Besides, you need to make another offering for your second question.
And what is the offering for that?
We will get there when we get to it. First, you need to decide if you're going to pay for this or stop wasting our times. At this point, Arvio, your crab has made it around and it's scurrying into the house. There's no like glass or shutters or anything. They just kind of have curtains over the windows.
I like to think he's doing like a little fucking just like in his head. The crap.
What do you do?
I'm going to step back and hold the hand of Jemima and just say, depending on what's about to happen, I might need you to guide me out of here, be as casual as possible. As I begin to look through the eyes of the crab.
All right. You are inside this house that has all kinds of what looks to be animal skulls. Things you've never seen before. You do notice that there does seem to be shelves with oddities on it and jars full of things. And in the corner, there's like kind of a cauldron that's tucked away. You see 3 beds. You find several cages full of different types of animals, particularly chicken. Lots and lots of chickens in cages around here. But kind of scuttling around. If you want to try to give me an investigation check or something, because I have a feeling you're trying to look deeper into things.
As I do. Damn it.
All right.
I should have given the crab my glasses.
Seems to be a small, cramped, dirty house full of things that some of them you know to be of arcane use, other things foreign to you, but other than that, you don't see anything.
I'm coming. I said give me a minute.
And as it's scuttling around inside, and you're kind of watching through its eyes, the going back to you guys. Well, are you just gonna stand here trying to catch flies with your mouths opened, or are you going to make the payments?
I look over at Leah. What do you say?
I really don't like the sound of that. We don't even know what kind of answer they give us. They might be a trick just to get our blood.
This is our last chance of finding a true answer.
Or we can force them to tell us the truth.
I'm not keen on forcing people to do something when they don't have malicious intent towards me.
I mean, taking our blood is kind of not cool either.
Talking about people right in front of them isn't as well. You come seeking help from us. You don't have to be here.
Yeah, we'll turn around and go back to town.
All right. Well, here you go. And they hand out the vials to the rest of you.
I hope Jemima takes mine. I hope Jemima takes mine. Or just like kicks me, and I'm like,
I guess they're not concerned with someone imitating them around town, stealing children either.
They're not concerned because they know that's not them. Not only that, it seems like the townspeople here tend to trust these people. That's why I was more willing to do it after I got information about it. I made a pact before. This doesn't seem like it's going to be a bad idea to do so. Even if it is cursed, I got ways of getting rid of it.
I've done worse. Don't want to do it again.
I understand.
And I'll go follow Leah.
All right. You, RVO, you do feel a kick. You are in the eyes of your crab as these old ladies are in there kind of walking around and doing things in their house.
I'm going to enter crab stealth mode.
Okay, give me a stealth check for it.
Stealth check for the crab, motherfuckers. Fuck! I find a corner.
All right, so you watch as they kind of just go in, they disrobe, and seem to rub stuff on them. They head over to their beds and they lay down. One of them, they're making comments about how rude seems to be people wasting their time.
Alright, I'll zone back in. Be like, great. Now we have no leads.
Yes, I think we should look at new friends when we're finished with this.
Maybe, yeah.
What are we gonna do about Dymek, though?
The town will
Gonna
be waking.
wander in the woods? As you come back, you can see Leah and Graham are marching off away from the group.
You might need to fill me in on what just happened, but I mean, I already know the deal didn't go through. The town will be waking up soon. We
No,
can ask.
they just refuse to help. That's why I suggest we find different friends when we're finished here.
I wouldn't necessarily count Leah among the friends, but
As far as I understand, they've done nothing but lead you into trouble, and in your time of need, they don't wish to take the measures that's needed, whoever they are to you. And she is saying this out loud in front of you, Ava, Awen.
I mean, I
to be
hardly know
fair,
you guys.
Ava was
so-
right or die. So
I mean, I agreed for the only reason that I knew is from what I was told.
Ava, I would like to say something to you, and
Arvio, how badly do you want this info?
very badly, but I don't think we're getting any out of them. Furthermore, I plan to set down roots here, so maybe be best not to gank the witches. We have other avenues. That being said, Ava, when all this is through, you had concerns about going to Torrid. I'm just going to say this. Thank you for doing what you can in this situation. And that I have not forgotten. And that I have ways to get you back there.
We need to find your son.
That is true.
Cerise is going to drop Death Ward even though it lasts 8 hours.
All right.
Do you drop it? Is it concentration?
No, she's dropping it, even if it's not concentration. She's gonna.
That doesn't. You can't just. It just goes. What do you mean? You just. Okay. Well.
Cerise, pop up can come up. Cerise will remember this.
Well, as you kind of stand there trying to think about how long that's passed, being told by Leah not too long ago that it was about 1 or so, you thinking you're probably heading from 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning? Is there nowhere we can go to look? I mean, seems better than just standing around. We don't wish to get an answer.
Well, the tree said that way.
Ava, remember what the hunter said about the mines?
No, I don't.
Okay, well, to remind, the hunt, I'm sorry, I'm actually suffering from exhaustion. Give me one moment. He said about the mines up over towards the Never East West that it was likely that kids tended to crawl in there. Maybe we should check out the abandoned mines just in case. Because if we can't find any tracks, there's not going to be any point in going through the forest. And unless we can get a ranger on it.
All right. So that being said, I am going to head over to the old mines.
Same.
All right. You guys just gonna ditch Grim and Leah as they walk back?
Yep.
Well, there's no point in us walking back. We don't have Dymek.
But they're walking back, so you just let them continue?
Yes.
I'll call out, "Hey, we're gonna go check out the mines." As we continue.
All right. So you guys kind of standing here, a little defeated in that action. You start heading over this way.
Would we be able to hear her say that to us?
Yeah, you hear that as
Okay.
they're walking over there. They call out before they take off. Your mama's gonna be like, I don't know what happened, but the old lady. I mean, it didn't look like any of them, but it kind of did. But I couldn't say that any of them was for sure who I saw. But whoever it was, she told me he'd be okay. So maybe I should wait in the inn. Maybe she'll bring him back.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes.
Okay. I'll meet you there then.
And she starts. Go ahead.
Okay.
She will start walking in that direction. All right, Grim, Leah, what do you two do as you hear call out that they're heading to the mines?
Leah continues going to the inn.
All right, Grim.
I'll be trying to talk to Leah. It's like, are you sure you just want to go to here to the town?
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm really, really tired of everything that I heard, and just so infuriated. Just continue walking towards the inn.
Just a reminder, you didn't hear what your mama said.
Oh no, it's more about like being unable to find any clues through her investigations,
Okay.
which is being so difficult.
Well, storming off and throwing a fit, it doesn't help.
I mean,
I know from experience.
I think we all should just rest and start over from the morning.
Yeah, we could have told them that too. I went with you to get you without startling you.
They seem to be determined to do it right here, right now. I don't think they're thinking about resting anytime soon.
Well, we can wait an hour. We know where they're going. Or at least I'm
Sounds
gonna
good.
wait an hour. Then if not, we'll go find them.
They said they're going to mines, yes?
Yes.
Well, I say we take a rest and then just go to the mines.
They don't
should take
come
them
back,
a
then
while.
sure.
Leah, Grim, and Cerise, you all have a point of exhaustion. But the rest of you find yourselves standing in front of the cave here, or the entrance to. As you walk up, it's kind of like a wood frame, and you see some wood bars and stuff over it. Seems to be closed, but it does look like it's in bad shape.
Weird question that I probably should have asked before we walked up to the mine. Anybody have any rope?
Yeah, I
I
have
look in
rope.
my pack.
All right, that'll do. Pittons?
Pittons.
Okay. Is that how you say it?
Pythons, pittons.
Tomato,
Pittons.
tomato? Okay. All right, well. Get in there, I guess.
All right. So you do see what kind of looks like an old, I guess road would be the only term for it, because there's like ruts in the ground and stuff that lead in and out of it. And you see some stuff sitting outside that leads you to think that once upon a time that this people went in here and did work in here. But you make your way up, and the door doesn't have a lock on it, but it does have a mechanism you kind of got to move around to open up the door. Something you think was put on there to be childproof, but not exactly lock people out. And you find yourselves sitting in this room, or in this cave. It is pitch black in here for those of you who don't see, so people
Except
keeping
that I
their
have
lanterns
my
out.
I'm a lantern out.
All right.
I think I have a torch one.
Well, you
No,
have
I
dark
don't have-
vision.
See in the dark.
I have a dark vision. That's right.
This tunnel goes in for a ways, and you can see the tracks that just lead deeper into it. As you're kind of standing here, you can see like the roots and stuff of trees
Are
or
they
whatever
are they
plants
fairly
kind of
fresh tracks?
coming out. No, they're the like wheel tracks that you saw
Oh,
outside. But you see the roots and stuff that are coming in from plants and things. Obviously, this very old, very abandoned place. You all march deeper into it.
Yep.
Yep.
Does
Okay.
it look like there's any traffic recently that came in and out of this place besides ours?
Give me a survival check.
10.
You looking around, it just seems very old tracks. But you guys go in probably a good 100 yards or so, and eventually it comes up. The tunnel comes up and makes a curve, and you're standing at a intersection. So tunnel continues forward in front of you, and then there's also a branch to the left and right, and then there's also the way you came.
All right. I'm also going at this point. I'm going to see if there's been any activity inside this inner. What was the word you just used?
Tracks.
Sure. Yeah. This area. This room investigation. But
25. You looking around. So this looks like a natural cavern tunnel that kind of digs through. The ones branching off, they look natural. They don't look like they were chiseled out or anything. You can see all kinds of holes and stuff in them. The roots sticking out. You find tracks you think belong to animals, but I take it you're particularly looking for like footprints of a humanoid, which you do not see.
here's the real question: what kind of animals?
You give me a nature check.
I need to make sure they're not tiefling footprints. One moment. Nation.
Yeah. You don't see anything that look like tiefling footprints. Really hard to tell. They seem to kind of be humanoid in a sense, but they might resemble something like a rat or something like that. Whatever they are pretty big though.
So apparently this place might have some sort of very big rat problem. I wonder.
Do I hear anything besides the torch crackling and the lantern?
Give me a perception check. You just kind of hear the regular noise that would be associated with a cave, like rocks falling in the distance, and you think you hear a very faint squeak, but you can't be really sure about that.
Okay.
But tunnel continues ahead of you and to your left and right. You can see, I will say, because how far is your dark vision?
60 feet or 30 feet?
You can see to the left of you, kind of like goes up and continues on in that direction, but there's also like a little cavern that tucks out of the way, and you see what looks like a giant disturbance in the ground, and you think you see something laying next to it.
Was that the right passage that you said?
That's to the left.
The left?
Mm-hmm.
I'll check that.
I'm gonna go over there quietly.
Okay, you give me a stealth check. All right, so as you start trying to move over there kind of quietly, RVO just starts strolling over in that direction. And did you take out a torch, RVO?
I didn't have a torch.
Okay,
I had to check my inventory. I did not have a torch.
All right. So, well, we concluded that you have dark vision, but so you kind of march over there and you see what looks like a foot, but it is not humanoid in nature, and you're looking at this giant hole that just burrows downwards into the ground. And as you're, well, where are you at, Ava?
I thought I would be like kind of leading up front.
Okay. Well, when they stop and start looking around, you just continue onwards.
I'm moving slowly, but yes, I'm continuing onwards.
All right. Cerez, what are you doing?
But at a slow pace.
She's towards the back, kind of just following everyone. Kind of just watching our back to make sure nothing's coming up behind us.
Well, you watch Arvio kind of walk over towards this place in the ground, and you see Awen kind of stealthily heading that way, and then Ava's just going off in a different direction. So you just stand there in kind of the intersection.
Yeah, just making sure that something doesn't happen to one of the either side.
Alrighty. With that, what's the distance of the light on your lantern?
60 feet, I believe. Hooded lantern. I have to look it up. 30 foot. 30-foot radius and bright light and dim light for another 30 feet. So 60 feet. If they stop, I would stop about 50 feet down, so I can still kind of see them, and say, "Hey, come on."
Oh, you can't see them. You guys came to an intersection. The tunnel that continued onwards went straight, and they went off to the left.
Oh, never mind.
So you just still gonna walk forward?
I'd walk until I'm about where I can still see that intersection,
Okay.
and I'd stop about 50 feet down.
All right. Well, you do not get that far when all of a sudden
Wonderful.
commotion breaks out. Let's see who needs to be moved over here. Oh wait, you're not over here. Never mind. Okay, you're over here. You're over here. And you're over here. So everybody that went into the cave, you guys see yourselves?
I see
Yep.
myself.
Yep.
My screen is just white, and I have no idea why. What the fuck? One moment. This
Try refreshing maybe.
Oh, I'm here. I'm kind of here. Yeah. I'm back in. I don't know what happened.
You need us to roll initiative? Is that what you're saying? Getting at right now?
Yes, I'm just trying to sort out. Arvio, can you see stuff, Arvio?
Yes, I'm sorry about that.
Okay, so then everybody go ahead, roll initiative, except for the two people that hanging back at the tavern.
Oh, that not apply to my thing. Oh, thank God. Skaven, yes. Kill goat thing.
Alrighty. So you guys are up here, Awen and Arvio, looking at this giant hole in the ground. And then you're back here, and then you're over here. You are continuing to walk down. But as you get over here, you hear all kinds of scurrying coming from the walls, and you two look around and see, indeed, a bunch of giant rats just come pouring out of holes.
I hate it when I'm right. I hate it so much.
You're also down here, and you hear the same thing all around you as you see them scurrying out the holes. Ava. I guess you see them as well, Suarez. So this group gonna move up onto you guys. So 2 onto you, Awen. Why can I not select that guy?
I'm just. Can we assume I cast shield? Please. Oh God, please.
All right, so 2 attacks are going to be on you, Awen.
Mhm.
One of those is going to hit you. You are going to take 6 damage. And unfortunately, Arvio, so has not been your turn. 4 of them are going to attack you. That first one will hit.
Here's the question. Is this taking into account shield?
You have not had your turn yet, so
It's a reaction.
it's reaction. Okay.
So,
Even with shield, that hits, and the second one will hit.
okay.
What does your shield make your AC?
Well, let me see. I'm just for some reason I am blanking on the AC that it gives me. Is it +5? It is. Makes it 16.
16? Okay, 3 of them are going to hit you.
Well, that's better than it was.
All right, and then so you will take 13 points of piercing damage as 3 of them bite into you. And then Ava, you're going to have those 3 attack you. That will miss. That will miss. That will hit. And you will take 6 points of piercing damage.
Halved. Thank you.
To 3. And that will be their turn. And now it is your turn, Ava.
So I point my crossbow at the one in front of me. This one.
All right, go for it.
Right before I do so, I insight check him versus his deception.
All right, well, he fails.
And fire a 12.
That just hits.
And do 27 points of damage to him.
All right. So as that one runs down and it's trying to bite you, you just aim down with one of your crossbows and just right through his skull.
And that's my turn.
Okay, Awen, it is your turn.
I summon my crossbow and shit, can't do anything else really. Screw it. I'll go ahead and walk. Get away from this area 30 feet. So, and I will provoke the attack of opportunity to get there.
All right. Does a 17 hit you?
Yeah, AC is 14.
Okay, so that will hit. That will miss. And that will hit. So you will take 8 points of piercing damage as 2 of them bite you as you move away. And that's your turn, you said?
Yeah.
All right, Arvio, it is your turn.
Okay. It's like a good opportunity for burning hands. If I were to aim it in this direction, being as it's a cone, would it hit all 3 of these boys? From like the south, the east, and the west of me, like
Are you trying to get the one that's lined up, or are you trying to do it with this one here and hit the 3
it's
there?
it's a cone. So I'm trying to hit this one, but also get collateral with this
Oh, okay.
one
I see what you're
and
doing.
this one. Yeah. So would I be able to do that?
Let me just look real quick. Yes, you would be.
Fantastic. Bada bing, bada butt. Please work. Please be high. Okay, 15 fire damage. Can I please get a dex save for these
Yep.
three?
All right. I think even halved. Does it do half damage on a save or no damage?
I think it's half damage. Please let me check. I would assume it's half damage because it's not a cantrip. Oh wow. Oh no, wait, hang on. What the fuck? I'm so sorry. Bear with me. Yeah, half as much damage.
Okay, then they all die
They're all dead.
regardless.
Just like wave my hand and just eviscerate them.
So they run up and they really start digging into you. You just turn around and real quickly dispatch those three. Anything else you wish to do?
I would probably turn them the red mist. I guess they are just rats though, but no, except for taking out my dagger and looking at the other one, the last one. I don't think I need magic for this.
Right. Cerez, it is your turn.
She's going to cast Ice Knife at this one.
Okay.
So 25 and then 25 to hit. And
That hits.
they both have to make a dexterity saving throw. The first one takes 1 piercing damage, and if they fail, they both take 10 cold damage.
All right, so you flick a drop of water at these ones. And flies over there and hits and just explodes in shards, and both of these go down in squeals, and they kind of like spin around on the floor for a minute before they go completely still.
And that's it.
All right, so Grim, Leah, how are you enjoying yourselves back at the tavern?
Unless someone stops her or says anything, she's just gonna go to her room.
All right, what about you?
Just waiting
Grim?
until the hour's up.
All right, what are you guys doing?
I'm sitting in the main hall.
And Leah's resting basically on her bed.
It's
So you're just
basically
waiting for an hour to pass by, Grim?
Yep.
And you're gonna actually go to sleep, Leah?
More like just meditate for as long as I'm allowed, really. If Green comes in an hour to take me, then I'll just follow him. If not, then I'll just remain there.
Okay. RVO, you are going to definitely get hit.
That's fine.
You'll take 10 points of piercing damage from this one right here.
Oh wow. Okay, that's a bit more than I was expecting, but okay.
It got a natural 20 on you, but Ava, these two down here attacking you, both miss. And that brings us to your turn, Ava.
All right, inciting this one needs
Okay,
to
it
be
is filled.
13. And 23, I believe, will hit it for
That will hit.
26 damage.
All right, it is dead.
That is my turn.
Okay, Awen.
Bonus action, fighter spirit for advantage. I'm going to shoot one bolt here at this one.
That hits.
Just one more time. So the 25 hits. So that's 12 piercing damage for this one here.
Okay, that one is now dead as he gets impaled with a crossbow bolt.
And then my second bolt is going to go after this one here. 25 roll. 25 hits for 11 points of damage.
All right, so that one is dead.
That's
As
my
you
turn.
guys find yourself kind of standing here, you're looking around, looking at the walls that these things came out of. You do not hear any more sounds, and have a feeling that everything's over, since I've introduced you to the map, you guys can just move around the map.
Okay, well, we should check after all this is through if there was a bounty on rats in the town and at the local town hall. Where'd everybody go? Oh, there you are. Hello.
Don't have a knife. Never mind.
Wow, this is kind of a maze, isn't it?
I'm looking for signs of any life or anything besides these rats.
I will say that I am helping.
Cerise, do you have a knife on you?
Give me an investigation check.
Yeah, I have a dagger. Do you need it?
Can I
Okay,
borrow
well,
it for a second?
Yeah.
Do you want to roll advantage, Ava, or should I? Oh, well, you got it. Wait, do we have the same? Or are you
No,
slightly better?
I'm
I think
better.
You are slightly better, yeah.
You're looking around as you kind of march around, and I mean, trying to find a table set up or something because it just looks like very old cave in here.
I mean, I found a toy, like right here. It's like a little Viking.
You do indeed find a toy. It's very old and very rotten.
Oh,
Try to pick it up, and it just falls apart.
Soltek, I'm
Yeah.
going to cut off an identifiable part from these monsters here and then put it in my pouch.
Okay.
And that's what I'm going to do.
All right.
Oh, like a big rat tail maybe, or an ear, I don't know. Something that
Probably-
shows that these were here.
I don't think we're gonna find anything in here, Arvia. Looks like this is a dead end.
No, tunnel continues. You guys
Oh.
gonna go down it?
It continues that way? Okay, well then I would continue down it.
I mean, we
Okay.
did find
You
a
guys
toy,
continuing
maybe.
without the other half of your party because
I'm
you're
going
not
to
all together.
There's Erwin. This way. We found a tunnel continues.
We found a evidence that a child has been here at one point. So maybe this is, I don't know. I don't know.
So the rest of you guys gather up and you continue onwards?
Yeah.
All right.
Eventually, we're gonna come across the hall of the Rat King, who is like, "Why are you here?" I'm looking for my son. I know nothing about it. Okay, we'll leave.
Kind of what
Right.
I'm already
So
assuming.
you guys find yourselves heading down this very, very long tunnel, and it just continues downward for quite a good while, and eventually you find yourselves here as I move everybody.
As we're walking, Cerise will cast Mold Earth. Just every once in a while, just kind of with and just do an arrow direction of what direction we walked.
All right. Well, so far it's been a very straight tunnel.
Okay.
Do try to keep in mind, guys, not to just like zoom yourself across the map. Things happen, so try to move slow. If you're staying together as a group, make sure you point that out.
Like this?
Because some people are just like very quickly moving their tokens from one side of the map to the other.
Alright. So move around like this.
But you come down around this corner and it evens out. And tunnel looks like it just keeps going onwards around another bend, but you do notice what seems to be a hole in the side of the wall up ahead of you.
I will motion for these guys to wait here for a second, and I'm going to sneak along this wall.
I give 2 thumbs up.
All right, you can give me a stealth check.
No reason for that to be advantage, by the way. So,
Yep.
but 22.
You keep marching up towards it. You do eventually notice that old sconce here for a torch that doesn't have anything in it, and you can start to peek around the corner.
Yep.
And you see what looks to be broken door, bunch of tables that look like they're in decay, chairs scattered everywhere. You do notice further in, as you are having to shine your light in here if you want to see in here, there does seem to be another passageway over here.
I'll wave everybody down.
Hey. Well, this is.
And the rest of you step in. It looks chiseled out. This does not look natural. It's slightly about 8 feet or so. It's more cramped than the rest of the cavern. And you think it was at one point in time maybe a dining hall.
Reminds you of the one time me and all of my original group ended up finding this crypt underground. Sherbert certainly seemed to have a time with it. At the time, that was when we learned about his particular oddities and how he decided to treat the dead. I think he made
Okay,
a
well,
person couch.
Stay where you guys are at.
Okay,
You two just hanging out in the door here.
I was looking over this way. I'm gonna stealth over here, see what's down this way.
Okay, go ahead and give me a stealth check as you head that way. All right, seems to continue onwards. But as you are walking that way, the rest of your group kind of checking out this room, you guys all of a sudden start hearing noise come from all this debris that's just scattered all over the place.
the tables are mimics. That would actually be fucked. I'm ready, motherfucker. Let's go. Oh, I see the problem. Okay.
All right. Everybody on here? Okay, Arvio. All of a sudden, you hear that same scattering noise you heard before, and you see tons of rats just pouring out from all this furniture. What do you wish to do?
One moment, I need to check if another thing. I have so many of these damn spells. Yeah, okay. Bonus action. Flame Blade. Actually, you know what? What do I want to cast that at? No, they would actually be really overkill if I cast it any higher than 2. That's a bonus action, so I'm gonna swat at the one closest to me with that. With a flaming scimitar. I think that hits.
That will hit.
For 10 fire damage.
All right, that one is killed, no problem.
That's my turn. A lot of my AOE is kind of used up.
Okay. Ava, it is your turn.
Incite the rat next to me. As I pull out a dagger and try to stab it in its face and miss, apparently.
It will fail its insights.
I kind of love the idea of
Yeah,
Ava
but
just squinting really hard at a rat to get more damage.
But I think I missed with an 11.
Or 11? Yes, you miss.
So you see Ava miss with her dagger. And that is her turn.
All right. Awen, you all of a sudden hear a commotion coming from back here.
I'll go ahead and start making my way back then.
All right.
Oh. So my crossbow was still pulled out, considering I didn't put it away. I'll take a shot at this one here. It's really the only thing I can shoot at.
Go for it.
This is not an advantage, just a normal shot. 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
8 points of damage.
All right. It is slain dead.
Is there any way I can probably shoot one of these over here? It might have cover for that.
They're crawling out. You'd have to step more forward, though.
I
kind of
40
gave you
feet.
guys
I can do that.
lenience with the walls, but
Okay, so all right, so I'll do that, and then I'll shoot this one here.
All right, give it a shot.
10 misses.
10 will miss. Yep.
That's my turn.
It's your turn. All right. Well, these guys are gonna move. All right, Arvio, you're gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks on you.
Shield?
All right. So that will miss. That will hit. That will miss. And that one will just miss. So you will only take 5 points of piercing damage.
Okay. I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Ava, you are going to get 3 on you. That is definitely going to hit. That will hit. And they get... Okay, that one will just miss you. Okay, so... You will take 12 points of piercing damage, Ava, as you get bit. One of those will be 9. The other will be 4, because I know you like to dodge. So
Yeah, which one was first? That's the question.
the
The
first
9.
one was the one that did 9. It was a critical hit on you.
So that would be 4 and 4.
All right, so you only take 8. And then Cerise, you are going to get attack. That will hit. That will hit. That will miss. You will take 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
All right, and it is your turn.
All right. She's gonna yell at Arvio to duck.
I do? I do that. Yes.
And she's going to cast Ice Knife right there. With careful spell, so it won't hit Arvio.
All right.
So whether it hits or not, that one rat, everything within 5 feet has to make a DC 17 for 10 cold damage.
You're hitting the one in the very middle here.
Yep.
Why I'm rolling those are D10s. Okay. All of these just get wasted.
Thank you, Suez.
And that's it.
Okay. I will need from Cerise, Ava, and Arvio to give me Constitution saving throws.
Oh my god. Am I okay?
Just looking at this. Okay, I will also need one from you, Awen. All right, give me a second while I roll a bunch of dice.
Oh, great. Fantastic.
I'm the only one who failed, guys. So
Oh no.
At least with those rolls, it looks like I should be the only one that failed.
Okay, give me
I
a
know I won.
second.
Crits mean nothing on saves, sadly.
Yeah.
Okay, so you all see up here, right here, something. Um, 1 second, trying to figure out DC. Oh, everybody who got above 13 will take half damage. So Ava, you're going to take 40 points of cold damage,
Oh,
Ooh.
and all the rest of you are going to take 20 points of cold damage.
okay.
As all of a sudden, you see something appear here real quick, and then take off.
Nani the fuck?
All right. If anybody wants to make a perception check,
I will
they can
do
go
it.
ahead and give me one.
Was it only specifically on us, or did the rats just get?
Oh, the rats got it too. That is right. It would not matter if they succeeded anyways. Anybody who got over a 15 perception, I swear you just saw Leah cast the spell on you and run away.
Yeah.
And with that, Arvio, it is your turn.
That's the motherfucker that took my son. I also can't really trudge after him right now because I'm pretty sure I'm really fucked up.
I'll get him. I'll get him, Mario.
Dude, I can't feel my toes. Oh, never mind. It's fine. I don't have those.
All right, so you don't do anything, Arvio?
Dude, I can't pursue that. I am 24 HP. I am. Ceres, do you have any healing?
No, then Ava, it will be your turn. All right, when you get to that doorway,
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
so right there, go ahead and give me. Oh, it makes an attack on you. Okay. That will miss. You come running into the doorway, and as you come around, you see something kind of crouched in the corner, and it launches a web at you. But it
Okay.
misses, so you can continue onwards if you wish.
There. And then I'm going to dash.
All right, you get in this room, and you see a giant hole leading downwards.
I'm going to jump in the hole.
All righty. So you jump in the hole, and you start falling down. Awen, it is your turn. Well, anything else you wish to do?
No.
Okay. Then Awen, it is your turn.
I'll go ahead and squeeze past there. I'll tell Arvio you may want to contact, if you can, the other party members to come. That's my turn.
I give him a thumbs up as a reaction.
All right, then that would bring us to the dead rat's turn, and then Cerez, it is your turn. Actually, no,
She's
wait,
gonna-
what was that? That was a dead rat.
She's gonna walk up, and as she's walking by, she's just gonna very coldly say, well, maybe you should get a girlfriend that knows how to heal. And she's gonna cast life transference. And she'll take 17, and Arvio will heal 17. Sorry, 34.
All right, and that's the end of your turn.
Yep.
Okay. So some stuff happens. Ava, definitely a bunch of rocks falling around you, falling down below you. Don't know if it's from you or from what, but as far as you can tell, this tunnel goes down a ways. Are you trying to crawl down, or are you just falling down it?
I'm trying to slide down it if it's angled.
Okay.
Trying to catch back up to this person.
Trying to make sure. The three of you all of a sudden see this gigantic thing come walking around the corner.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
And then it is going to yeah, it's not smart. It's going to run up and it's going to try to bite you. Cerise, and it will 15 miss you. Just hit you. Okay, so it's going to hit you. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. If that fails, I'll use my favorite by the gods.
Okay, well, you'll take 7 points of piercing damage, and that will succeed. You still take damage from the poison, though. So, but you only take half of it. You will take 2 points of poison damage.
Okay.
Arvio, it is your turn.
With respect, Cerez, I don't think she was talking about you with that one. I don't think anybody here is guilty of... What am I... it's 2 in the fucking morning. Just yeets a fireball. 20 damage.
All right, it is still alive, but very crispy.
I'm not entirely sure why you're mad. I don't think she was talking about you.
Is that your turn?
Yes.
All right, Ava, it is your turn.
All right.
Continuing
So-
on downwards.
Yep.
Alrighty. Give me 1 second. So you fall down. It's not exactly a straight shoot, but since you're not trying to catch on anything, you're just tumbling down, and it kind of sometimes crooks off to the side and then goes straight down, and eventually you just fall from a ceiling. You fall 20 feet down. Is there anything you can do? To like not get hurt, because you are falling at this point.
I do not believe so.
Can you
All
do
right.
like the cool thing where you take 2 daggers and then like stick them in the side of the wall like a badass to try and slay your fall?
No.
Let me get your token moved over. All right, you fall and land right here, and that is what you see.
All right.
You have not taken action or anything, so
Okay. I did.
give me a dexterity saving throw. See if you land prone or not. You're okay. You land on your feet. It still hurts. It goes up your shins and into the rest of your body, but you are standing.
No damage from it.
You took 10 from it.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't catch that.
No, that's all right.
I see that.
Yep,
I'm
you
going
do
to
see that.
incite it and attempt to shoot it, and it looks like I miss.
You do indeed miss.
All right. That's all I
As
can
you
do.
you turn and you look towards it and you take out and shoot, it actually makes a hissing like sound, and in a very spider-like manner, it's like, I can't see, and that's its turn, or your turn. Awen, it's your turn.
Take a step back here. I'll go ahead and take 2 shots at this.
All right, go for it. 11 and a 10 will both miss. Oh wait,
I
that was
didn't do
Ava.
the
Never
11.
mind.
Just the second one's a 9, so I missed twice. That's the end of my turn.
Clink, clink, right off the stone wall.
Yep.
All right. Then that will bring us, get that guy out of here, to you, Cerez.
Alright, Suarez is just gonna casually walk by the spider, cast Shocking Grasp as she's walking. If 12 doesn't hit, you will use Favored by the Gods
12 does
You-
not hit.
to do another 2d4 to make it 17.
17 will hit.
Right. 6 lightning.
All right. Lightning just arcs throughout this thing, and it just like starts thrashing and letting out weird screeches and falls down dead.
And she'll just continue walking, and bonus action, she's going to cast Healing Word on herself.
Okay. Well, I will say for the three of you up top, you are out of combat. Everything is dead, the threats. So what do you wish to do?
I'm going to very quickly catch up with Cerez.
I guess I will go ahead and follow.
All right. You saw Ava last run in here. And then you walk in there, you see this giant hole.
Now where could... Oh. She probably jumped right down that. So, who wants to fly?
Who had Sherbrick's Rope of Mending?
I don't think anybody actually took it for their character.
Oh, we picked it up, but I believe Grim's the one that had the bag of holding with everything in it.
That's what I mean. You guys grabbed it, but I don't think anybody's like, I'm going to carry this around and use it.
Yep.
Oh, I have rope. The Ceres will stick some pittons on around the hole, with tie a rope around it.
I
and
will
kinda
hand you
just-
my rope so you can make it longer.
I
And,
take my pom-poms and I cheer you both on because...
All right. Well, as you guys slowly descend, as rock climbing is a very slow and tedious thing to do down this long hole, you already down there, Ava, knowing what's going on, and the rest of you kind of just, one of you meditating, the other just sitting there. It's probably at this point only been 20 minutes or so, hanging out at the tavern. We will go ahead and end the session here for the night. Pick back up next Saturday.
I have to go. So talk to you guys later. Bye.
All right.
yeah.
Have a good one.
Good game. Bye.
Go ahead and figure out XP for you guys, and
Like we could use it right now. I'm just saying.
Have a good night, guys.
You do.
yep, you guys as well.